Hi guys, so today we are doing some relationship advice that we were not asked to do.
These weren't questions asked to us, but it's advice we're going to give to you guys anyways, because, you know, dating advice is fairly universal and we have a lot of opinions on things, so we're just going to give it to you straight.
Exactly. So I found all of these on Yahoo Answers. Unfortunately, they were posted long before we could have actually given them advice. So for those facing similar questions or similar situations, we're going to go ahead and help you out. So our first question from Yahoo Answers is, should I stay friends with my ex-wife? I mean, for the sake of the kids. She's not my friend. I hate her guts. I would say absolutely, at least stay acquaintances with your ex-wife for the sake of the kids, because it's kind of shitty if you hate their parent and you talk about how much you hate the other parent. That really does not, it doesn't sit well with the kids. Trust me on that one.
Coming from a family where my parents were married, divorced, remarried, and divorced again, don't ever stay anything just for the sake of the kids. Say, if anything, just be cordial. Like, yeah, you don't have to be friends. You don't have to go to the movies together and hang out on your Saturday nights, but be pleasant. You can think all you want. You know, there's plenty of people in my life that I dislike, but don't put your children in the middle.
Definitely agree. See, my parents are both divorced. One of my parents loved to just talk shit about the other one, whereas the other one would say nothing, except encourage me to speak to that parent, because sometimes it's hard dealing with someone that's so negative and like can hold a grudge over anyone for any reason at all. So at least, yeah, stay cordial, don't talk shit. You don't have to go to the movies together, just don't talk shit about the other person to your kids, because it doesn't work with them. All right, next question is, this girl said she doesn't want to sleep with me. What do I do? Don't sleep with her.
I mean, it really depends. I feel like this one could be one of those situations where it really depends. If it's kind of a thing where, you know, you've been trying and she's just really plain and simple not interested, and, you know, don't be one of those guys that complains about the friend zone. If she doesn't want to sleep with you, she doesn't want to sleep with you, you know, end of story. She has a boyfriend, don't fucking try and sleep with her, because that's just scummy. But just like, if it's a timing issue, communicate. Communication solves fucking everything. But if it's just a genuinely, you know, she doesn't see herself with you, you know, this could actually go either way. It could be either sex. If he's not interested in you or she's not interested in you, and he or she has made those intentions very clear, just it's respect, guys. You know, you're gonna find someone else to sleep with someday. You know, someone else is gonna let you do the dirty, but maybe that one's just not meant to be. Just respect that decision.
Yeah, exactly. Just, if he or she doesn't want to sleep with you, they don't want to sleep with you, don't pressure them into it. Nothing ever ends well with pressuring someone to do something that they clearly don't want to do.
Along those same lines, if you're only being friends with someone to try and have sex with them, it's just a shitty thing to do. You know, be friends with someone because you genuinely enjoyed them as a human being. If they decide, hey, later on they want to have sex with you, great, you guys can have all the fun sex you want. If they tell you plain and simple they're never interested in having sex with you, and you just turn around and become a giant dickhole and you aren't their friend to begin with.
What does it mean when a guy you work with compliments you? It can mean many things. One is just, he's giving you a compliment because you look great that day. 2, he could have feelings for you. 3, he was actually being really, really sarcastic and telling you you didn't look nice.
You know, it's again one of those things where communication wins, because, you know, they might just be complimenting you because, hey, maybe they secretly have a crush on you and they're just kind of like too afraid to make the first move. But at the same time, maybe they just generally like you as a coworker. I'm personally of the opinion, don't shit where you sleep, so I would never date a coworker or be involved with somebody that I work with, just because I've seen it happen. I know I've worked at a lot of restaurants, looked in a lot of retail. There's so much freaking drama around who's sleeping with who. So guys, you know what? There are so many other fish in the sea. Flirt with your coworkers all you want. Flirting with coworkers is fun, but keep it out of flirting, you know. That's how I like it.
I mean, as long as you can take the heat if things don't work out, I think it's fine to date a coworker. I personally cannot take the heat when things don't work out, which is why after I dated a coworker, I quit my job. So, I mean, yeah, honestly, communication is always the key. If they pay you a compliment and you're not really sure what it means, just ask them. That's really the best way to go about it.
Because I feel like this question could be like, you know, you have feelings for this coworker, they're complimenting you, but you're not really sure how to take it. Invite them out somewhere. Say, you know, make it outside of work. So you'll find out very quickly if, you know, it's just like a work crush or if it could be something more. You know, say, hey, let's go grab some drinks after work, or if you aren't of legal drinking age, just make it something outside of work, because if they shut you down immediately, you're gonna know what's going on. You know, if not, you might have a really fun time out of it, and it could be turned into something more. I say the best step to take if you are interested in one of your coworkers and they're flirty, you know, there's that back and forth, just take it outside of work and then see where things go from there.
What's more important, a person's actions or a person's intentions? For me, I've thought about this ever since I picked out this question, because it's honestly a really good question. And I would personally say someone's actions are more important, because their intentions might be good, but if their actions are still bad, then the intentions don't really matter, in my opinion.
I think that's funny, because I'm almost on the other side. I almost feel like sometimes intentions are more important than actions, because this kind of goes back into one of those like friend zoning type things. Like if you're only doing something with the intention of getting something out of it, no matter, you know, what the other person's needs or desires are, then I kind of feel like that's a screwy thing. Like I feel like you can act as nice as you want, you can act, you know, however you want to, but if your intentions aren't pure, then it can invalidate any of your actions.
I see where you're coming from. If someone's intentions are to make you have a really good night, but everything they do just makes you have a really shitty night, then clearly their intentions didn't matter, because you still fucked up my night.
A for effort, but I'm still never talking to you again.
Do you consider your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife watching porn as cheating? Why or why not?
So I say no. You know, personal time is personal time, but there is a limit. You know, am I allowed to say masturbation on YouTube?
I don't think they're gonna kill you for it.
Watching porn becomes a problem in the relationship if porn takes place over intimacy in a relationship. I can absolutely not say it's cheating, but say that it's a problem.
I completely agree. I've been in relationships in the past where boyfriends definitely were working on themselves quite a bit, but it doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't even think it's like a jealousy thing. I guess it can be a jealousy thing. Some people can be jealous of it, but honestly, like, that's an unrealistic situation that your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife is watching. 99% of people don't expect it to actually be like that.
Porn is not real life.
It's not. Next, how do I tell my girlfriend I will leave her if she doesn't lose weight? I would personally say to this, fucking dump her, and don't tell her because she's fat. Like, you're a piece of shit for wanting to break up with your girlfriend because she's gained some weight. How about like a nice healthy way of like doing that is maybe like, I don't know, start working out together, start eating better together, that kind of stuff. But like saying, how do I tell my girlfriend I'm gonna dump her if she doesn't lose weight? Like, that's fucked up. Like, seriously, leave the girl alone. Let her move on to a more healthy relationship. You're clearly not the one.
I think kind of what this question is, you know, the way this question was asked makes me believe that this person is kind of an asshole, but just kind of this topic overall, you know, if you're unhappy with anything with your partner, you know, weight, maybe their clothing style, or just some habit that they've developed is something you're not a fan of, it all comes down to communication, you know, no matter what. You know, everybody has preferences. You know, if your preference is that you would like someone to be purple hair, if it's to be 100 pounds, 300 pounds, it doesn't matter what, but you can have preferences, that's totally fine. But it's about, you know, communicating with your partner in an open way, expressing kind of what's going on. You losing weight as an example, say, you know, she's put on a few pounds, make it a thing you guys can do together, you know, start cooking healthier meals, start working out together. Approach it as a problem that you can solve together versus, if you don't lose weight, I'm gonna leave you. Because all that's gonna do is put pressure on her or him, you know, anybody, and it's gonna put pressure on your partner that's unfair and will leave them feeling defeated because they feel like unattractive and unwanted no matter what it is that they want to change.
You're really good at advice. What do you wish you had known before losing your virginity? Personally, what I wish I would have known is how awkward sex is. Like, a lot of the time, sex is kind of going to be awkward, especially the first time. It's super awkward, but it's not as big of a deal as people make it seem. Like, yeah.
I grew up in a very religious household where, you know, sex is not until marriage, impure thoughts, you know, very Southern Baptist, very cut and dry, these are the rules. I think I wish I would have known that it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like, I believe that sex is part of a healthy relationship, and sex should be part of a relationship before the thought of marriage is even in your heads. Like, sexual compatibility is a huge part of relationships. Believe me, I've had relationships fail, and I've had relationships go very far south over lack of, you know, sexual compatibility, and it's a big deal. So I don't think that, you know, before I lost it, I was so worried that it was going to be, you know, life-changing. Sex was such a shameful topic for me for so long. I wish I had just had that body confidence and confidence in myself years before I did.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's not a big deal. But if it's a big deal to you, you can let it be a big deal to you. You can let it be something that you wait for marriage. I don't suggest it for the same reasons Teddy's mentioned, because, you know, you do need to be sexually compatible in order to be in a good relationship, and sometimes, like marriage, is a little bit too late to realize that you're not sexually compatible.
And then I think kind of just going into that, you know, with losing your virginity, it is kind of a big deal, you know, it is a step to take. So I would say, you know, if you're the kind of person that wants to make it special, you know, make it special. If you want to wait. Have sex when you're ready to have sex, and don't have sex for anybody else but yourself. Yeah, because if you have sex for somebody else, that's when you're gonna end up regretting it. Yeah, you're gonna regret it, you're gonna resent them, and you might develop like unhealthy sexual things, relationships. Sex is fun. Sex is like, you know, something to celebrate. Yeah. It's not something to be afraid of.
So I'm a virgin at 23. How ashamed should I be?
You could be a virgin at 63 and not feel ashamed. It's just, again, this kind of comes back to being confident in yourself. You know, if you're 23 and you are desperate to lose your virginity, it can come across that way, guys. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you straight up. But, you know, desperation in any form, you know, desperation for relationship, desperation for love, desperation to lose my virginity, it comes off that way. Do it naturally, you know, go out. So, you know, just don't be ashamed about anything, you know. Here's kind of some tips. If you're someone who's looking to lose your virginity, you're looking for a relationship, you want more, get out and do something, you know. Find a book club, find a gamers meetup, you know. There's so many things around your city and around your town. Find people of similar interests to yourself, because if someone has the same interests as you, they're probably gonna like you. Well, that's like,
they might like you.
But, you know, if find someone with find people with similar interests, get out of it, just get out more. I'm terrible at leaving my house. Like, I never go out, I never socialize, but so I know how hard it can seem, how scary it can seem, but if you put yourself out there, you know, find people that have similar interests to you, it's gonna be a lot easier to find someone who vibes with you, you know, find that special someone, find that relationship. Just get out there, you know, if you're still in high school, maybe join a club. Even if you're in college, join a club. Go to the library. You know, I forgot libraries even existed, but there's all kinds of cool stuff. You know, you might find some super cute guy, like, reading some book that you really like about, be like, hey, what do you think about chapter 4? You know, but just, you know, find someone with similar interest to yourself, and don't be ashamed of anything, you know. Even if you are a virgin at 23 or 24 or 13 or 15 or anywhere in between.
You should definitely be a virgin at 13.
Just saying, you know, sex is not something to be ashamed of, no matter whether you've had it or not had it, I guess. Don't be ashamed. Just get out there and live your life.
Yep, exactly. I don't think you should ever be ashamed to be a virgin, no matter how old you are. You're going to find the right partner that's going to, you know exactly how to help you, know exactly how to please you, or they might be new to it too, and you guys can just explore it together. There's no reason to be ashamed of not having sex. You know, it doesn't happen for everyone at a young age. It doesn't even happen for everyone ever. There are nuns. But yeah, I mean, pretty much everything Teddy said. There's nothing to be ashamed of, and if you really want to find sex, hook her. If you're like nervous about it, like, they've got a lot of experience. They can show you some tips. Just wear a condom.
Alrighty guys, and on that note, that wraps up this advice that was not asked to us, but we're still gonna give anyways. And if you guys do have any questions or want any advice, you can absolutely put them down in the comments below, and we'll give it to you straight.
Yeah, clearly Teddy is like amazing at advice, so she can give you guys fucking great ass advice. I should probably go to her more often.
I should probably take my advice more often.
You should.
It's true. But again guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. And hit that notification button so you will be notified every time we post a new video, generally on Tuesdays.
Yep. And yeah, Thanks so much for watching, and get the fuck out!